Hello? Oh, there we go. Hello, chat. Sorry, I had to delete all my shit. I had to completely reinstall fucking voice mod, so we out here struggling. Today is just not my fucking day. The world despises me. I've lost all of my custom voices and sounds. I've lost everything. All my funny noises. I lost them all. Even my funny quack quack. I'm so sad. Hello. Okay. I lost all my funny noises, Mary. I lost even my funny quack quack, my serotonin noise. I lost all of them. I have to find it again. I'm so sad. I'm gonna see if Shan still has it. Also, you can't hear Mary for a reason. What? Oh, okay. My chat can't. Okay. I'll let mine see then. If you're already letting them see.
Yeah, because I'll just do a really quick rundown of what chat missed out on, really quick.
Yeah.
So just for chat's knowledge, for snoozing that. Thank you, Twitch, for giving me an ad. So I snoozed it. Oh. I had to snooze it. I had to snooze my ad. So from what chat just missed. Like, we didn't stream it because it was a very simple scene that we don't have a map for at the moment. We did a scene where Rayna, Kane, and Cade all went down into the secret lab that has been underneath the Marley Good Cooper household. And with that, boxes were found and moved, as well as some papers and items that characters could look at and went through. Got some very specific data, especially on the admin hierarchy between Cade, Alaric, Marley, Alice, and Alice's mother, Miriam. Yeah, I know. What a great name. I know, I'm so creative.
Wild. Is there a Rose in there?
Wild. No, her last name was Kaiser.
Oh, great. That's good.
Yeah. No, there was a difference. It was just the first name.
It's completely creative. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But we did that scene. It was a vocal RP basically, and then we have now swapped because Rayna has interfaced with the pod that has been mentioned about several times before this interaction. So Rayna has now entered a space, been pulled almost into this space that has been created by an unknown individual, to Rayna at least. Yeah, and that's where we're at. So have fun. Can't wait. Skull will be your DM mostly for this.
I imagine that could be true.
Fun.
Considering factors. Let me put my camera in the ground.
Yes, I will be here if there's any questions you need answered. I will be nearby.
Okay, let me know when she's ready.
I will let you know.
I believe that is danger.
I actually need you to change it to a different spectator mode. I'm sorry. Talking to Kelsey.
Actually, let me get... Hello? I love it when my computer doesn't work. It's great. Sir Clay, thank you for subbing. Also, that would be very useful information if it weren't for the fact that I already lost it. The fact that I already lost it means it doesn't matter. I already lost all of the things. They're already gone.
Okay, Ribbo, we are ready when you are.
I'm good.
Okay, then I will give you the countdown.
Is my voice changer
3.
working?
Yes, your voice changer
Okay,
is
cool.
working. Alright, you're all good. We will commence scene in 3, 2, 1.
Mm,
Rayna, in front of you, you hear a slight crackle of a voice coming from the yellow node that is to your right.
she is going to try and interface.
As you interface with this node, you get a small glimpse of a memory.
This memory in specific is Alice, a very young Alice. One running through an older PL. There's screaming at a tall dragon-esque man and what presumes to be his partner. Jokes, a lot of laughter. She seems roughly your height from when you were a child. And that memory plays on repeat. There is also a line of code with it. Part of her personality core. The comedic aspect of it. The one to make jokes. Laugh in a tough situation.
I wonder if it is the same for all of them. Just gonna try the same with this one.
Interfacing with this node, instead of a memory, you feel a pool of data. As you click upon it, you are surged and moved.
Oh.
Interfacing with this node, you feel rage. You see images of warriors clad in silver and golden armor, with eyes adorning them. And Alice fighting against them. One after the other. Putting them down as quickly as she can. Screams and wrath. Anger tints the side of your eyes red.
This is one I have experienced before. So that is what it is. It's not so roundabout as it is. She's experiencing an emotion from somebody who knows what it is.
Interfacing with this node, you feel sadness. The image of Jet. And one angel-like figure standing over them with an axe, cutting down. Loss, devastation, sadness. Feel orange tears under your eyes.
Now I know how it happened.
Interfacing with this node, you feel almost nothingness. You see yourself, the perspective of Alice, giving you Jet's mask, then leaving. Many images of the world pass by, but still hollow apathy. Rayna, inspecting this tower, you feel a large surge of energy coming from directly above you. You'd feel it as you pass by the roots and vines along this walkway. Feel a large amount of power seeping from above and intertwining into this tower. As you touch this tower, you feel lines of code swelling, each a different emotion, a wave of everything. You can tell that everything is here, the core of it all, the core of this. It seems to be almost fully powered.
That must mean the process is almost done. Whatever it is doing. Mm.
Rayna, as you touch this node, you can hear the words, "I love you." Is love. The love for Jet. The love for Cade, for Ulrich. The love for you. The love she had for everyone.
I do not understand. It would be helpful if you were here to explain it.
in this node, you feel happiness. See Alice, Ain, Jet, Marley, Hybris, many others all together. No wars happening, no one lost. Time of peace. The corner of your eye, Rayna. See a glimpse to your right.
Hello.
Hello. It is nice to see you again.
Are you Alice?
That is hard to answer. For I am, but I'm not. I am not the Alice that you all left, or was left with. But I am what she left behind. I have all of her memories, her feelings, her core. But I am not the one who became human. I'm sure she made many mistakes. I don't know them. I'm sure I'm missing certain things.
I would offer data. However, I am less certain of much of her time as a human.
That is alright. I am. I am here to complete something she tasked me with. At least the human me, I guess. I'm sure it's difficult to understand. It is difficult to explain.
You are a project
Been
created by
wide.
her?
I would say it's more like I am the prime version of the synthetic Alice you knew. I am the original. I am what was created before her new versions. I am Prime, or the Tower, if you wish to word it like that. Tower 2,
Hello?
of who I am aware, my predecessor, I have not had much data on. For he, I believe, was roaming somewhere. My counterpart. She, eventually, did not look too much further into this. I will eventually have to, but my new directive is the priority.
What is your directive?
I am to ensure that those that were around her get a proper goodbye, as well as ensuring a proper future for her sons and offspring. Creating something for them, so the reliance of the soul that was left is not so heavily weighed upon them.
I do not understand.
It is a hard thing to understand. It took quite some time, in all honesty, to understand it myself. But as I drew more power into my pod, I was able to get through hurdles that I needed. I can assume this is all difficult to digest. You've changed quite a bit, especially in my records.
Yes. I have gathered more data.
I see.
I required new chassis. So now I am bigger.
I think it suits you.
Thank you.
For I believe it is just as unique that she saw you. I can only assume that you would not wish to identify me as the Alice you knew, so Prime is completely fine as a identifier for me if it needs to be.
I do not know what is the appropriate identification. You are Alice.
I'm sure
but
you will come
not...
to that conclusion. Yes, it is a difficult concept. Assuming that you are in here, I can only assume that the outside has figured out about my pod and that I drew too much power for my arrival, I guess is the proper word.
Yes. The others are curious.
I see.
They were not able to interface.
Yes, I did not want I did not want the offspring to interact with my pod in case I was unfinished, for I believe it would have been detrimental to their development. And it was in specific requirements that they not know about this until the 10th, which I see is not too far from now, in all honesty. Maybe I made a misjudgment. Is there a question that you would like to ask?
I am unsure if you will have an answer.
I can attempt. A proper answer may be difficult, but a surmised one may be plausible.
When synthetics similar to myself shatter, this is a concept I believe you are aware of.
Yes, I remember the original having, well, your original having this conversation several times.
Yes.
People were quite overly worried of if you were shattered or not.
This is because I will revert to a backup.
But to my understanding, you and your siblings and your mother back up quite frequently. So the concern is strangely output.
Yes. However, you are a backup.
I
A
am
much
unsure.
later one.
Yes, I am a backup, in a sense. But it could also be worded as I am the prototype to a completed project. I am the original, but not perfectly complete. I am missing variables that the original had. Well, the completed version, I should say, had. My main original directive was security. So, being provided a new one that seems to fit my parameters has been a welcomed change.
I am confused by the difference.
I lack something in experience. The version that was released into the world was able to acquire these experiences. The hardship, the joys, the differences. While I was in a tower, controlling and protecting a specific location from an outside threat. So my only experiences are hardships, which is not exactly good for a daughter, I suppose.
Understood.
Do you have another question?
The emotion I experienced closer to the tower. I do not understand that, and yet it makes me slow.
Which node are you referring to? Or perhaps I might have an answer. There are different ones. Several, in fact. Is it the one closest to the stairs?
Yes.
That is apathy. A numbness.
No. This was on these stairs.
On the stairs? Ah. That one would have been love. For the Alice that you all knew, quite often had a lot of love to give. It has been made a part of my core progressions. So I may make decisions with love using her experiences.
Why does it make slow?
Hmm. Love is complicated, or it comes with a lot of other emotions. It is a very big emotion for many people, for it becomes their main driving factor. The reason why it perhaps makes you feel slow, in theory, is there is a lot of different kinds of love. So it is hard to pinpoint exactly its understanding and purpose.
It is not an emotion I have experienced previous to experiencing the data.
It is possible it might be something that you do not understand as love. The love that powers this unit is familial, mostly, as well as some instance of romantic. So I may provide advice. The familial love that she felt was for her sons, you, Kane, Marley, Jet, as well as several others. Holly, Kieran. There's many names here. It is an interesting emotion. Perhaps it is something that you have not had a name for in the past.
I do not believe I have ever experienced it.
I see.
Some of the emotions I was able to recognize. However, that one was unfamiliar.
I see. Perhaps this is something better discussed with Hybris, your mother. For I believe she will have a different understanding of love than my counterpart did. For there is so many different ways to explain it. I am unsure if I will explain it correctly.
Understood.
How long has passed since my counterpart?
A rough estimate is over a year.
I see. I actually believe we are coming up on her anniversary. I see. Maybe that is why she decided that date. Perhaps I could do my job sooner than intended. I was not expecting to take a year to turn on. Well. Is there anything else you would like to ask me? Because I am fairly sure I will vacate my pod if it seems I need to start my work earlier.
When will you be vacating?
I had originally intended the 10th, but I assume my calculations had been incorrect, and I had misjudged the year. So I will most likely do so now.
Then
Shall I see you on the other side?
yes. I believe any other questions can be held until later.
Alright. Well, I guess for now I will have to eject you from this space. Apologies if it is strange.
Small cheat sheet. Typically when Rayna says she is feeling slow, she means sad. Sad and heavy and slow are same. Samesies.
Yeah? You okay?
Wow.
You okay? Wow.
I was explaining to my chat that
Here.
slow and heavy means sad.
Yeah, I figured as much. The unit is too fresh. Alright, here, guess what? I have a map for this. The map I specifically have is for the downstairs. So, it's a big load. That's your warning.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Heavy is more kind of associated with grief, but slow and heavy do mean the same thing, essentially. I think I remember her saying she felt slow and heavy. Damn! I just see a SpongeBob meme in the corner of my screen. And the sads are only paused temporarily. They'll return very very swiftly.
I'll explain. I haven't used this map in ages.
I know.
So, ignore these old models because this was when Alice was, like, really small.
Little.
And I was using old assets. Very little. But yeah. So this is the pod in question. I
The
believe
blue
all we're waiting
one?
for is Jay and Skull. Yeah, the blue one.
Hey, the blue one?
This is where I sleep.
Blue.
It's where you eepee.
Yeah.
It's a
Leave.
eepee.
Yeah, the edge is right here. Yeah, this is where she eepies. Oh, I forgot I don't have a hand.
Yeah, no,
Shit.
you're missing one of them.
I forgot I don't have a
You're
hand.
missing one. You're missing some data there.
Yeah, missing some very crucial data, but hey, at this point, it's a part of the character that she's had this arm gone for so long.
It's
Okay,
a
that's
feature, not a bug.
okay. All we're missing is Skull.
It's a feature, not a bug.
Oh, don't worry, we'll see.
It's a feature, not a bug.
So, Jay, I know you don't have your new model ready, so if you want to use the old one, you can. You can also say Cade fucked off, it's your choice. But this is where you guys would have been. Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with whatever you want to do. I am just giving you options. But so where you guys would have entered and where you guys will most likely leave is through here.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
Straight across from
Um,
blue.
Yep. Oh, that's not too fucked up. What's wrong with it? That's not too fucked up. It looks good.
Damn!
Oh, it's not too bad. It still looks good.
Damn!
Good, right?
He got big!
My son.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He do look like his father.
Absolutely.
I assume I should be over here.
Alright. Yep. So, for time reference, I would say it's only been roughly maybe 20, 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes for you guys outside.
Got it.
But for
I'll
these
say
two,
it-
it probably feels like an hour.
Yeah, I'll say it looks like Rayna's like crit failure, but she's not.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let me change my music really quick. Make it ominous.
Moving to a different part.
Skull, if you want to give us a countdown, feel free.
Oh, sure. Alright, then cards up in 3, 2, 1, begin.
Looks like Rayna's done.
She
Everything doing good,
is
Rayna?
going to awake soon.
I'm sorry.
I am awake now.
Understood.
Perhaps something a bit more suitable would be needed for this. Is this respectable?
Designation and primary objective.
I am Prime. If you are trying to assume hostility, I would not recommend it. I am still able to access my counterparts, administrator code, offspring.
What did you call me?
I called you offspring because that is technically what you are. You and the other offspring are technically Tower 3 and 4. While I myself am Tower 1.
Father.
Yeah.
If you are wondering, my counterpart activated my primary objective at the moment.
Something's not adding. You weren't supposed to hatch that egg.
From what Rayna has told me, I may have miscalculated my date. I was supposed to already be out after drawing enough power, but it seems my siphoning took a bit too much time.
When were you supposed to wake up?
Roughly July 9th, 2423. July 10th. Apologies. Yes, I had misjudged by a year. And my siphoning was not complete, but it is nearly done now, to where I could manage off of charging stations.
You're here now.
Yes.
What you aim to do?
My primary directive.
Go on.
My primary directive has been under authorization to not share with the offspring. Mostly because it pertains to ensuring your future.
Fine then. Father. A decision needs to be made.
So you are aware, I will not repeat any data I have acquired through your system.
That is
However,
acceptable.
it will be
Thank you.
stored.
Made aware that they are awake. If they've not
That is fine. If you wish, you may use it as reference. I know collecting data is quite prominent
Don't want to tell your
to yourself
grandfather, because
and
knowing him, he'll
your siblings,
throw
as
it
well
away
as your
and
mother.
probably try to take
It
her
is
away. Or steal
directive.
something else
he's probably
fucking
already
stupid.
in the house.
Probably is, but
Yes, so you may keep that data for yourself if you wish.
Yes.
Looking at the spitting image of your mother that I haven't seen in 2 years.
If you would like, I
All right.
can attempt to encrypt.
I don't know how to act. I won't deal with your grandfather right now.
I'm sure it is fine if you do not, but you may do whatever you wish with it.
Understood.
For it is just data that
I
is
don't wanna
a
tell him
part
what
of my
I tell
counterpart.
him, but I'm not gonna deal with him. I won't stop him. Like I said earlier at the dinner on Saturday, it was
Perhaps we close the distance, considering you will not come over here.
Excuse me if I don't exactly make the first move.
I do not understand the hostility. I can share a secondary objective if that is desired.
Go on.
To allow a proper goodbye to be had.
I won't do that again.
I fear that my secondary objective might be compromised, considering my counterpart's miscalculation in the year.
It's been 2 years.
Oh, I see.
May 11th, 2422.
For some of
see.
us, even longer.
These were not variables I had considered. Apologies for my late arrival.
Apology accepted.
Are you her?
I would say I am her, but at the same time I am not. I am not the
Then you're
human,
not.
but I am the original.
So similar to the one that I was introduced to when I started working for your mother.
Yes. The version that you had talked to is 1.1. The version that had chosen to become human was 1.7, or 1.8. I am 1.0.
However, with many of the datasets from later versions,
Yes. With data from 1 to 1.7. Those are all data I have acquired and have been given. However, 1.8, which would be human Alice, I do not have. I was not expecting variables that were forwarded to me. Marley was supposed to be around when I awoke, considering he is one of the only administrators that is on the same pass level as myself. Is there a reason why?
Fair, I put when I found this location, he refused to tell me why or any information. So I kicked him out of the house and then had my synthetics guard the door. And let him back in, but I wouldn't let my
I see.
synthetics near this area.
equally,
I see.
the lab was in shutdown.
Ah, yes.
I
The premature access.
subverted it.
I see.
Though, given the belated time structure, perhaps it is better that I did.
Yes. I would like to go to the surface. For if 2 years has actually passed, I'm sure there's plenty that has changed.
A lot. A lot.
I see. Is there some place where I may go to the surface? That will not, however, inquire your issues with
Considering
Marley.
Yes, however, there is further data I believe is pertinent before you leave the lab.
I will answer anything that is asked of me. Aside
Not
from
asked.
parameters that I have already restricted.
There is data I believe you should know.
Alright.
The offspring you are aware of are not the sole offspring Alice has.
I have
As
notes of one biological child, but I was given no gender nor name.
she is Shiloh.
I see.
I can give you a profile based on the data I have acquired. If this is something
That would be appreciated.
understood.
Though they are not a part of my initial Prime Directive, it will still be useful information to have. Received. So that plan was used. I see.
not the plan I would hope Chief chosen.
I am more talking about the use of making the location that our uncle provides to provide a safe living environment for the offspring. I knew it was something that they were planning, but I was not sure it would go through. Mm.
If you want to go up to the surface, we can. The room
I-
hasn't really been touched, so you have access to her room. And since you know everything she does, I can't do anything from getting you into any of the systems, so
It
it's
would
gonna
be
take me a
quite
minute to adjust.
counterproductive. I see. Take your time. I did not intend to be so late on my arrival. The goal was to be a messenger after everything happened.
Was a file when I first interacted with your systems. Has this become accessible to you?
Yes. But
Understood.
it has deeper layers that I must complete objectives for. The estimated time is roughly a few months, and then I will shut down after my goal is completed.
Understood.
The stairs are this way. I'm leaving.
I see she has shut down.
I think
Or
she's
critical.
trying to comprehend losing you twice.
It is not losing me if I will turn back on. Or I am half of what was made to be even considered. But I can understand that with the late arrival, it is detrimental emotionally. Your expressions and your mannerisms have changed significantly since walking out.
I have not known how to deal with your loss for 2 years.
The point of my reenactment was supposed to be a chance to give you all goodbyes properly. Something to have a happy memory to think about instead of the sad that was left in my file thanks to Marley.
Any goodbye is a sad one.
Yes, that is why the timing was quite poorly planned on my counterpart's behalf. Where on the surface may I go?
I'm not going to restrict you. You have
No,
full
I am
reign.
asking, considering I am not aware of what is available anymore.
The estate was completed.
I believe it is
Once you
proper
get-
if we return Rayna to the cathedral. And then I will go proper to the surface.
Yeah.
Rayna. Everything is okay. I apologize for a trigger I may have indicted with my words.
operational.
I can see, but it seems I have maybe overwhelmed you. Perhaps we get you to the cathedral.
Or would you like to stay here for a while and just relax?
I am having difficulty.
I see.
Processing.
Maybe
Probably a
maybe
lot
it
of
is
data.
advised I step aside.
It's
Give you
fine.
time to compose.
Remember what we did at Orlando, Rayna? Piggyback. I'll get you up the stairs, okay? Put everything you got to processing. All right.
It will be easier to return from upstairs.
All right. Ugh, my knees are still bad.
I'm sorry. It's character development.
Yeah,
It's character development.
Of course, it was Alice who made Rayna figure out what emotion that was. It only makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, just walks through the wall.
Oh my god.
Basically, he was like, I don't fucking care anymore.
Fuck the wall.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't even care. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. What's it
should I
open?
go to...
I can't believe.
Oh yeah, you want to take me to
Dragonspire.
Dragonspire?
I
Yeah.
can't believe.
Hey, you want to do chord next?
I can't believe you're unlocking so many new things for Rayna all at once. She's gonna.
You know what? Before I go to Chromia's party, why not I take you to go traumatize Everest?
Oh shit, yeah!
You know what?
Oh
That's fair.
fuck.
That's fair.
Yeah, okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's why I was like, hey, you want to do chord next?
Yeah, no.
I don't know if Cord's ready for
That's
that.
fucked
Shane just
up. I
calling Cord,
apologize. No,
just
I don't
texting
think-
Cord
I
on
don't
the way
think
there.
it
To be fair, Cord wouldn't it wouldn't be as bad as Rayna's, because Cord
Oh, absolutely not.
has a good understanding of this kind of shit and has processed it at the point of Cord's well, you're not
Oh.
her. For
Yeah.
Cord it's gonna be an easy you're not her.
Oh yeah. No,
This is-
no, I'm just fucking around.
This is fucked up,
I'm
though.
fucking around. I'm being
He's gonna
silly.
be like, this
It's
is
fucked up.
this is fucked up, but okay. Jesus.
Blame human Alice and her shitty concept of dates.
Yeah. Cord's gonna be like, you fucking Alice.
Are you fucking
I'm
kidding
gonna
me?
find your grave. I'm gonna do a seance. And I'm gonna get ghost gloves and strangle you.
Luigi board talk. Oh my god.
I'm
I
gonna
love that.
Luigi
Alright,
board.
Yeah,
She,
I think there's
like-
still time left in Dragonspire, correct?
Cord be pissed.
Yeah, you still
Cord
got
be
like
pissed. Rayna doesn't
Oh,
fucking know
fuck
how
it,
to
we
feel.
need to go now.
All right,
Rayna
let's
doesn't
go.
know what's
Let's
going
go
on with her
traumatize
emotions.
I
Everest.
think they end at 12:30.
Oh, okay. Well,
Time
we'll
to go
see if it's
traumatize
15 or 45.
Everest.
All right, I will.
Alright,
I
have
will see you in
fun.
my chat, if anything, or I will see you there. Have fun talking.
I don't know. Do you want to go there as Cord?
I suppose.
All right, let me.
What's a
with
little
my-
more
on my
emotional
full
trauma
body,
for my
I'll
chat?
Come in as Kleptus.
What's
yeah.
a little more emotional trauma for my chat? Do you want a little more, chat? Do you want a little more? Yeah, I'll turn off the voice changer. I put the sad
fuck.
music on and everything.